Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we will discuss about robotic affirmation. So robotic affirmation, we have already mentioned many things about robotic affirmation, that you will be repeating your thoughts or you will be doing your affirmation and a new neural pathway will be created. Everything you have heard all these things, but how you react when you are doing this robotic affirmation. So that's what we will discuss today, how you will react or what mindset you should have when you are doing this robotic affirmation. I have done robotic affirmation for multiple things in order to meet my specific person, get messages from my specific person, to get the part-time job, like not just one, many part-time jobs, to get even increment, and also change the mindset my managers have towards me. So what worked here, what changed? Yes, I was repeating this whatever affirmation I have chosen multiple times. That is a basic thing that you have to do anyways. You have to do your affirmation multiple times. Like I put 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I do affirmation like continuously. And at the same time, whenever I'm walking, whenever I'm doing my dishes, whenever I'm like literally doing nothing, even when I'm watching movies, at times my concentration just waver, and then I go to this robotic affirmation. And then if the movie is interesting, okay, I will go back, then I will be doing affirmation again. Even in cinemas, like whenever I go to movies as well, I do this robotic affirmation. It's like a thing when I'm doing or manifesting something and I'm doing robotic affirmation for that. It's like a normal thing. Even when I wake up in middle of the night, I will be repeating this affirmation. And that is the one message you have to see, or one thing you have to see when you are doing robotic affirmation, especially for your desires. Because if your affirmation is like, in your head full time, that itself is a big thing, that it will go to your subconscious mind and it will impress your subconscious mind. But our topic is how you have to react, or what mindset you should have while you are doing this robotic affirmation. So what mindset you should have is, you have to have this mindset that you are doing the work. You're already doing the work and you will get the desires. Because when I'm doing a robotic affirmation, and especially for things which I don't know what will happen, I have no clarity how I will get this. But the only mindset I had the entire time, even now when I'm doing robotic affirmation, is if I am repeating something, that will happen. That is the only mindset I keep, or I have, like when I have doubting thoughts, like how this robotic affirmation works, or how this desire will happen, because I am doing this affirmation, what if it doesn't work? I will have all these kind of thoughts. But only belief or thing that hold me together is, if I am doing this affirmation, because I am repeating this multiple times, it will happen. I don't have to figure out how it will happen. That is my reality. That is going to be my reality. I don't know how. That is a mindset that have pushed me like for everything. I'll give you a few examples so that you can literally understand how it works. So for example, when you come to specific person, so I will give different categories, so whoever is manifesting their desire, they can understand. So when it comes to specific person, there was one time I've already shared this story, but this is another story. I was actually in airport. So one time I was in this airport. I was traveling from, I don't know, some place, and I was going home, and I was in different state to my specific person state. So I I intentionally took a flight that's a connection flight that stops at his place, and then there is this I don't know, like some hours, 6-7 hours of for my another flight to come. So I intentionally took that, because before even booking the flight, my intention was to meet him. Yeah. And mind you, we were in no contact. I will not say no contact, but maybe once in a month, hi, hello, that's it at that time. So my desperation was, just imagine, my desperation was like on the peak at that time. I intentionally booked this flight, and this flight have this connection flight which is of like 6-7 hours delay, and during the night time, like literally I have to be in the airport at night, like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I am in the airport. My desperation was that much, guys. And what I did, I reached airport and I was acting like, some things happened, and I messaged him saying, I'm in your place, and the flight is delayed, or flight got cancelled to my place, so I'm stuck in airport. And that time it was COVID time, and because it was COVID time, whoever like in the airport, it was like too much, wherein they will only allow people within, like, if the flight is within next 3 hours, then you can be inside the airport, otherwise you have to go out. So they were literally asking you to go out of the airport if you are not going, or if your flight is not within the next 3 hours. And my flight was nowhere there. My flight is like 6-hour delay. And I messaged him saying it was like, things happen like that. I didn't say like I intentionally booked for that. Things happen like that. Can you come? Like, let's go around, because I'm alone here and not many people. Mind you, there were many people, and I told there is not many people. I want this guy to come and I want to meet him. So I'm making up making up all kind of stories so that I can meet this guy. And his response, no, I can't come, it's this much distant to the airport, I can't come. No, there are shops outside, you can wait there, it's safe, it's airport, you are safe, don't worry about it. All the, like, all these kind of things. And he literally just shut me down, like he don't care if I am here, there. And because I was desperate, I started affirming. I was doing this robotic affirmation, saying I'm so grateful that I met with this guy and we had a good time. I'm so grateful I met this guy today and we had a good time. And when I mentioned today, I mentioned the date as well. For example, 30 May 2023 or whatever, whenever it was I think around 2020. Yeah, so I always mention the date as well, because today means today. I don't want to come that affirmation, I mean, like this result to be next year. No, I want this robotic affirmation. I'm doing this robotic affirmation for it to happen. So I was literally affirming. And what my mindset was, mindset was like, if I am affirming, this will happen no matter what. I am affirming literally for, like, you guys, I put like a timer of 20 minutes each for a session, and then I'm affirming. I'm like very sleepy, it's 1 a.m. I'm still affirming, but with God grace I was inside the airport, so it was a little cozy and everything. I was affirming. At times I just sleep off, but then I am like, okay, still this guy didn't message, he don't even care. But if these thoughts come, I'm like, it's okay, I'm so grateful, I met this guy and we had a good time today and the date. I was affirming for continuous 2 hours, 2.5 hours. You know what happened? Around 3 or 2 a.m. I guess. So whatever time I started, it was around 2:30 a.m. He messaged me and he's like, how is everything? Are you safe? Are you in a good place? Like, I thought he's slept off. But I didn't stop my robotic affirmation. I was doing it like literally for 2 hours, and he messaged me, are you safe? I'm like, yeah, it's all right. And by that time I felt like I was sad inside, and I don't want to push. I want to see how this robotic affirmation is going to work. So I was like, I was not pushing him at all at this moment. I was like, yeah, not many people, but that's all right. Good night then. That was my message. And you know what he told? Okay, don't worry, I'm coming there, I'll pick you up, we will just go around and I'll drop you by the time your flight is. So literally this is what happened. Like, everything changed. Whatever he told 3 hours ago, that was not the truth. And I thought he was sleeping, but no, he did check on me and he came to pick me up and we met. So whatever I told or whatever I affirmed, that happened. And that is just about specific person. When it come to job, I was literally affirming. So I already had my full-time job, but I always wanted this part-time job. I want to make extra money. So what I was doing is, I was literally, one time I was affirming like anything, saying, I'm so grateful I have this part-time job, I'm so grateful I have a part-time job that pays me a good amount. And it is, and I also, for when it come to money, I always add like 2 affirmation or 3 affirmation, like money is easy to come, money always finds me, money loves me, some whatever I feel good at that time, I was doing that. And what happened is, I was doing action as well, in the sense I actually was looking in LinkedIn for like part-time jobs, wherein I actually reached out to few people, asking like if because they have posted they are looking for this designer, or they are looking for this people, that people. So whatever experience or whatever knowledge I have, I'm not saying I have a full experience, but even if I have some knowledge about that thing, I was actually applying for the job. But my part-time job didn't come through this applying the jobs. So I was applying for many jobs, and within 2 days one guy reached out to me, and he was like he was asking me if I have knowledge in Excel formulas. I did have knowledge in Excel formulas, but I'm not into like, full time doing Excel related things. So I don't know full formulas, but still I told yes, because I always like try to learn new skills and upskill myself. So I told yes, I know, and I'm good at it, and I'm willing to learn as well. I told clearly this, and this guy was in Sweden. He was in with a aviation company, and the company is more like, they do the procurement for this aeroplane parts. So what he want is, he had this excels, a lot of excels. From that he want to customize according to each client's requirement, this that. He did a kind of interview. So the interview was not difficult at all, and I cracked it. And from the next day he started sending me excels. I have to sort it out. I was taking extra time to learn the formulas, yes, but it was hourly pay. So I was like, whenever he give a work and how much hours I took, I just have to send him, and uh, once that work is done, he send me the full amount, whatever hours I am going to put. And it was a very good amount, guys. So that is a story about my part-time job. And when it comes to studies, I have already shared few stories about it. I think that's it. So yeah, when it comes to studies, that's it. And when it comes to changing people's mind, other than specific person, what I always do whenever I have a serious thing going on at my workplace, and wherein I feel like, things are going in a negative way or something, I always say, this is done and dusted. So that is I'm not saying that is a robotic affirmation, but I always try to convince myself that this is done and dusted. That's not even a topic of discussion. I always talk to me like that, wherein whatever big issue I was thinking is going to happen, that just vanish like that. And I always repeat, whenever I am getting anxiety about this big issue which I am thinking it's a big issue, I always repeat to myself, this is nothing, it's done and dusted. That's not even a topic of discussion. So, and then it just like, like it just vanish like from nowhere, and that topic is not anymore discussed, or is not a big deal at all, even if it comes up. So it's like that. So what I am trying to say is, the only mindset you have, or you should have, is whatever you are for me, that will come. Whatever is happening now, that's okay, that's fine. Like, don't give much attention. You can react. I'm not saying you shouldn't react. When you react, then manifestation will not come. No, that's not how it worked. For me, I have many success stories. That's not how it worked.